This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
First and 10 at the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 39, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. Third and long.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Murray with a third and long. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Cardinals! Austin Eckler, his fourth touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, leads him behind on the spin. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 23. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation in there, the defense won the battle. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Running on first down, Eckler. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Murray being chased out left. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Throwing on second and 8. Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D Ford. just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
21. 11. 1, Omaha. Hey, Foxtrot.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At their 48-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Right back to Coleman here on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards on the ground. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try with McKinnon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
49ers 7.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Ooh, the juke. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
White.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Here we go.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Okay, double it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. 120! Flag!
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
You can try and underthrow it and go back shoulder, but your timing has to be impeccable. And here, I think it's much more of a duck than a designed back shoulder throw.
And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 44 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Eckler. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20. And down at the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 25 on second down, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Nick. I got you. 25.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike's 54. Mike, man, I got you.
Now Murray throwing on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On third down, here's Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Check Mike 54. Get him. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Murray now on first down. This is caught. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Murray now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. And Isabella with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes it to Coleman.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yikes. Terrible kick, headed straight for the sidelines. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. First down, Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. He's got it at the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So a capper there to a pretty good first half. And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half. That'll be taken in the end zone. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. James has got it. Complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Coleman. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. On the ground, it's Eckler. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
Throwing now is Murray. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. To throw is Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 8 yards out, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. King. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, King. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Come on, let's go. At their own 41-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
21. Go ahead, go ahead.
Now Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete.
Now we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Throwing is Murray on third down. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Austin Eckler, 31 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Got some room at the 30. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 83 yards. And the Niners, they eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly,
skyrocketed.
right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Niners on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Garoppolo. And James has it. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
11.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
I got 11. He's mine.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Gold to add the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
I got one. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Ricky.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, Wood. All day, every day, any day.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This is Coleman with the ground. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They've got his man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. To throw is Garoppolo. pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They started on the ground with Eckler. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Arizona, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.